Are we live? Can I do your intro?
What's going on, everyone? This is Hurf Games here with the next installment for the Don't Fuckle with Shuckle series. My apologies again for taking so long to get this next video out. Since my initial defeats here in the fighting gym during my last video for the series, I decided I needed to do more training with my Shuckle army in order to have more of a fighting chance in this next battle. And like I said in the last video, the current goal was to beat the fighting gym and get our second gym badge. We actually got fairly close last time, going down to the gym trainer's Makuhita in the last leg of the fight. I knew that with more training and strategy, this could be done in no time. Now before we head into the rest of the video, be sure to leave a like and also consider subscribing to my channel. It would help me out a bunch. And also be sure to tune into my Twitch stream to watch fun gameplay of a bunch of different games. I plan to stream Pokemon Emerald soon and maybe do some other fun challenges in the future. Nonetheless, I really appreciate it. Now let's get into this bad Jackson here. Now before attempting the gym again, I wanted to train a little bit in order to get my Shuckle a little bit stronger. I initially thought that this would be the best strategy, you know, higher levels equals higher winning chance, but I quickly realized why this would not be as fun of a challenge if I were to just mindlessly grind out levels with every single one of my Shuckle. I mean, Shuckle only learns 2 attacking moves on its own, Wrap and Constrict. I can learn TMs of course, but the only one I have is Rock Tomb right now, which for this next gym battle is not super helpful. So I said, screw this, let's make things interesting here. I hopped back on the ferry and rode straight back to Dewford Town, healed my Pokemon one last time and ran straight to the gym. Turns out I didn't remember the path through the darkness as well as I would have hoped. So I ended up fighting a couple trainers in the gym. In the grand scheme of things, trainer battles do give better XP gains, and there is more prize money involved as well, which of course is always nice. So I guess my lack of knowledge on the floor plan for Dewford Town fighting gym was a blessing in disguise, I guess, in some sort of ways. After batting all the gym trainers, I quickly went to go heal my Shuckle again and talked to this random dude, complimented his style, and got a fancy scarf, which raises the power of normal type moves. Huh. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here? That's kind of nice, huh? We went to the local Pokemart again. Got some more supplies. I used some potions, some super potions, some X attacks and defense. And finally, before attempting the gym battle again, I taught one of my Shuckle Flash, an HM move that lowers the opposing Pokemon's accuracy. And this is where my strategy comes into play. Essentially, all I did last time was constantly use the Wrap and Constrict combo and hope that I would be able to survive long enough in order to take out all 3 of the gym leader's Pokemon. And this strategy definitely did not last very long. The gym leader Brawly has a Machop, Meditite, and Makuhita. Not to mention, all of his Pokemon know the move Bulk Up, which raises the Pokemon's attack and defense stats. Which means that my Shuckle's super weak-ass normal type moves would do less and less damage throughout the fight, and my Shuckle would take more and more damage as well. Crucial stuff for my Shuckle fams out here. Shuckle may have some insanely high defense and special defense stats, but these fighting type moves are still pretty powerful. However, my strategy was to try and keep my Shuckle alive for as long as possible, and in order to do so, the move Flash becomes a necessity. So before the fight commenced, I gave my Shuckle with the highest attack rating, the Silk Scarf. I gave my fastest Shuckle a Quick Claw, and I gave the rest of my Shuckle some Oran Berries to help restore some health during the battle. Well, except for that one right there, I guess. That one didn't deserve a delicious Oran Berry, I guess so. So, poor guy. Nothing against him, I just didn't have enough. And with my Shuckle ready to rip, we started the battle. Brawly leads with his Machop, and I unexpectedly, you know, I love with my Shuckle, you know, I felt pretty risky about it, but, you know, you have to risk it for the biscuit in this game. And my strategy was this: spam the move Flash as much as I could so that I could lower the opponent's accuracy. This in turn would help my Shuckle to stay alive longer while I use my own attacks to eventually defeat the Pokemon. Here is how it went so far. The Machop was a little tricky at first, mostly because I just Had to tank as many of its attacks as possible so I could get enough flashes off. Along with doing this, I wanted to make sure none of my Shuckle would faint, so I had enough to try and get through the other 2 Pokemon. I was able to get a few flashes off while the Machop used Bulk Up. Luckily, even after raising its attack a bunch, the Machop didn't do an insane amount of damage with each attack. I considered it manageable. Eventually, its accuracy was low enough to where I was able to start using Rapid Constrict while it would miss some attacks. And if my health ever got low enough, I would just heal my Shuckle. After a while, I was able to get through the Machop while only losing 1 Shuckle. The Shuckle that fainted, however, was not the one that knew Flash. I wanted to save this one for later. Next was Meditite. And this is where it got interesting and also much easier. Brawly's Meditite knows these moves: Bulk Up, Reflect, Light Screen, and Focus Punch. All of the moves that it knows, aside from Focus Punch, are all non-damaging moves, so the only move I would have to worry about is Focus Punch. However, the way Focus Punch works is that it takes 1 turn for the Meditite to tighten its focus and then would be able to execute the attack on its 2nd turn. But if the Meditite is hit by a physical move before its 2nd turn, it loses its focus and cannot execute the attack. So all I needed to do was make sure that I would either land a Rapid Constrict so that I would never do damage to me. And that's all that I did. Spammed Rapid Constrict until it was defeated. Next was the Makuhita, the last Pokemon for the gym battle, and this was a tough one to get through. Makuhita knows the following moves: Arm Thrust, Reversal, Bulk Up, and Vital Throw. And similar to the Machop, my strategy was to use Flash a bunch to lower its accuracy so that my Shuckle could last long enough to carry through the fight. However, Vital Throw bypasses accuracy checks, meaning that it will always hit, which turned out to be quite problematic. To start the battle, I would still use Flash to lower its accuracy, still a crucial step for earning victory, and I was fortunate to have been able to use Flash at the beginning of the battle before the Shuckle fainted. I had used Flash 5 times before I went down to Vital Throw. Once that Shuckle was taken out, it was all up to the rest of my team to take this thing out. Unfortunately, due to some critical hit KOs and my own mistake of not healing my last Shuckle to full when the Makuhita was on red HP, we whited it out and needed to try this again. In the next go around, I used the same strategy before: lower accuracies, spam my attacks, and heal when needed. The last thing I needed to try and do is outlast all the Makuhita's Vital Throws. Once it runs out of PP for that move, all the other ones have a chance to miss. So we went straight for it again. With our Shuckle ready for a rematch, we were ready to snag our 2nd gym badge. Same as before, use Flash a bunch on the Machop to lower its accuracy and take it out with Rapid Constrict. Meditite was easy again, except for those 2 times when one of my Shuckle missed its attacks and died to 2 Meditite's Focus Punches. That was kind of fun. Once we get to the Makuhita, we were actually in a worse state than we were in the first time we attempted the gym. We were only down to 3 Shuckle at the end of the battle. Along with that, one of the Shuckle that fainted was a Shuckle that I led with that knows Flash. And luckily, I taught Flash to another one, just in case. In the end, our strategy worked. We were able to outlast all the Vital Throws and last enough in battle for Rapid Constrict to get the job done. And just like that, the Knuckle Badge and the TM Bulk Up was ours. It was a tough road to follow in order to get to the spot that we're at today, but it's been pretty fun nonetheless. It was pretty cool to use the tools and like the information provided in order to strategize, in order to catch the dub at the end of the day. It's something that I have never really done in a Pokemon game before. On a regular playthrough, I would have just like caught a Tailo and used flying type moves and one-hit KO the entire gym, you know, simple as that. Needless to say, I've really enjoyed this series so far. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you have all enjoyed it so far too. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel as well, again, to stay tuned for more. I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and stay tuned to see what the Shuckle are going to be doing next. Peace out.